Namaste, Sitaram, a pleasant good morning. Welcome to Rudraaya. I'm your host, Nisha Sharma, and Rudraaya is being brought to you with the kind compliments of Maharujadev Mandir. And of course, our Mandir is located at 850 Tapscott Road, Unit 34 in Scarborough, with Tapscott and McNichol being our closest intersection. So I hope you had a fabulous Mother's Day last week, Sunday. We celebrated Mother's Day, and what can we say about mothers? Mothers are... just as we cannot explain the glory of the Lord, we cannot explain the glories of our mother. So I hope you treasure all the moments that you have with your mothers. So today's program, we are going to be sharing information on our upcoming event on June 4th, which is titled Kaise Bani. And so throughout the program today, I'll be giving you more information on what's happening and the progress of what's happening with the event. For now, we'll enter into our pravachan with our spiritual leader, Pandit Ravi Sharma. Enjoy.
Prem se bole Shri Sita Ramachandra ki jai. Many have asked this very simple question, that what is prayer? In fact, why should we pray? First, it is important to understand what does prayer mean to you and yours. Is prayer just muttering or mindless repeating of some words? Prayer is the art of making the Lord desirous of fulfilling all our legitimate desires. Just like when we wish to fulfill the desires of those whom we love, similarly, prayer is a vehicle to make our desire as a desire of Paramatma. For everyone, the Lord has different desires and different level of eagerness to help, as per our Shastras. The Lord is ever quick to respond. He's ever able to fulfill the wishes of his devotees. Like when the Pandavas, they were trapped in the Lashagra, the house of wax, or in Mahabharata, that tells us when Draupadi was struggling to feed Rishi Durvasa and his disciples, the sages and saints, the Lord went speedily towards his devotees, because they had pleased the Lord in such a manner, they had pleased the Lord to such great extent that he was ever eager to fulfill all of their wishes. Friends, we too can also create such a desire in the Lord by our prayer, by our daily living, by our own mudhura, our own sweet speech, by purity and by serving, by seva. However, it is not that we go on demand, come back after saying the same thing day in and day out. Before asking, we should have earned the right to ask. Make the Lord see us in such manner. We should make the Lord hear of us. We should make the Lord think about us. Devotees or friends, we never ever think about what should be our real earning in life. We generally act in impulses, and we talk sometimes in arrogance. and think in whims. We thus lose our bigger earnings. So prayer constitutes, or prayer is one of the most potent means to earn God's grace, to earn goodwill from the Lord. Verse 9 as I conclude.
राम के चरणों में जो भी आ गया, कुल जहागे नेमते वो पा गया। राम के चरणों में जो भी आ गया। राम का सुमिरन किया हनुमान ने, राम का सुमिरन किया हनुमान ने। राम के दिल में जगह वो बह गया। राम के चरणों में जो भी आ गया। राम के दीवाने शबरे नाम था। राम के दीवाने शबरे नाम था। राम जूते भैर जिसके भाग गया। राम के चरणों में जो भी आ गया। राम का सुमिरन किया प्रहलाद ने। राम का सुमिरन किया प्रहलाद ने। धर्म खंबे से विपद हर्ष गया। राम के चरणों में जो भी आ गया। मंदिरों भी नाम जप ले राम का। मंदिरों भी नाम जप ले राम का। हर गया जो भी शरण में आ गया। राम के चरणों में जो भी आ गया। कुल जहागे नेमते, कुल जहागे नेमते वो पा गया। राम के चरणों में जो भी आ गया। राम के चरणों में जो भी आ गया।
Maharudradev Mandir presents Kaise Bani at the Pickering High School, 180 Church Street North in Ajax. We're going to be featuring the famous Navin Yankaran, accompanied by the West Indian Fusion Dance Academy led by Selena Narayan Jalsa. Kaise Bani, you won't want to miss it, June 4th. From 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. There's going to be many other performances by the youths of Maharudradev Mandir, also including Rakesh Ramnarayan, Rihanna and Ryan Muhammad, and many, many others. So please come out. Tickets are only $10 and kids under 5 are free. So we hope to see you there to celebrate this occasion of bringing our community back together. Kaise Bani on June 4th at the Pickering High School. My dear viewers, I hope you've enjoyed this morning's pravachan, and if you have, tomorrow at the Mandir we will be celebrating full moon. So it is one of the most auspicious time of the month to pray, and you be sure that what you pray for on the full moon day, your prayers will be answered. Very, very auspicious time to visit the Mandir to pray in congregation with others. So please, if you can visit us tomorrow at Maharudradev Mandir for a service, 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m., just an hour and a half. Please be sure to join us. Please plan to attend service tomorrow. And as I mentioned at the beginning of the program, we are planning for our spring event, which is happening on June 4th at the Pickering High School. Now, it is titled Kaise Bani, and in the West Indian, in the West Indies, what we're famous for is taking all of these wonderful songs and putting in our own taste to it in terms of our own culture, because even though we came, from India and we came from other parts of the world, we also cultivated our own culture in the West Indies. And so this show is a time to promote our culture that we created in the West Indies. So we hope that you would all come out and join with us. It is an event to bring the community back together, hence the reason why our tickets are only priced at $10 to make it very affordable. So please be sure, and if you're not able to afford a ticket, please reach out to us and we'll be happy to bring you in just to mingle and come together with the community. We really need to get back into the community, especially being away from the community for the past 2 years. So it is a time to come back together, to rejoice together, to celebrate together, and to celebrate that wonderful culture that we cultivated in the West Indies. So please be sure to join us. So throughout the program today, we'll be giving you highlights of what's happening. I'm sure that you're seeing a lot of the ads that we're going to be airing, so please come out. We are featuring Navin Yankaran, and for those of you who are very familiar with the Yankaran brothers, you know that, he's also a rising star, so please be sure to come out and support him as well. So now we'll present to you another item. One of these items you will be, to sort of take you down to memory lane, to remind you of how fantastic our spring show usually has been last 2 years. Maharudraaya Mandir presents Kaise Bani at the Pickering High School, 180 Church Street North in Ajax. We're going to be featuring the famous Navin Yankaran, accompanied by the West Indian Fusion Dance Academy led by Selena Narayan Jalsa. Kaise Bani, you won't want to miss it. June 4th from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. There's going to be many other performances by the youths of Maharudraaya Mandir, also including Rakesh Ramnarayan, Rihanna and Ryan Muhammad, and many, many others. So please come out. Tickets are only $10 and kids under 5 are free. So we hope to see you there to celebrate this occasion of bringing our community back together. Kaise Bani on June 4th at the Pickering High School. My dear viewers, we are at the corporate segment of Rudraaya. We want to thank Kamalji for again being our main sponsor for this June event. Kamalji has given us, what should I say, endless, countless assistance to be able to sustain Maharudraaya Mandir and Rudraaya TV during these 2 years. We really want to recognize him for the work that he's done, not only for us, but throughout the community. And we are so privileged to have him be our corporate segment, our corporate sponsor for the corporate segment on Rudraaya. We present to you Kamalji from Lotus Funeral Home.
Sitaram and Namaste. My name is Kamal Bardwaj and I am the owner of Lotus Funeral and Cremation Center in Toronto and Kitchener Funeral Homes and Crematorium in Kitchener. There is a growing trend to have a reception with a luncheon or dinner at the funeral home after a funeral service. Families are looking for more convenience and less work to do themselves, providing a meal to other family members and friends. Traditionally, it was always the case to go back to the family's home after a funeral service to have a meal and for time of fellowship. There's a lot of work for a family to go back to their home and prepare or set up food for hundreds of people. Many times space may be an issue in terms of not being able to accommodate space for all the people. Also, the continuity is not the same after a service where everyone has to get back into their cars and find the home where the family is gathering. The convenience is to have the reception at the funeral home. The food can be catered for a relatively inexpensive amount with proper banquet tables and a buffet-style presentation with hostesses to serve and clean. Guests can easily flow from one space to another in the funeral home from a funeral service to a reception. At Lotus Funeral and Cremation Center, we provide reception rooms with hostesses and offer catering with traditional West Indian food or North American menu. We are open 7 days a week and operate 24 hours a day. The crematorium is located in our building, so we never have to travel in bad weather to another location. We are centrally located in Toronto, serving East and West End families. We have large halls with 500 seating to smaller rooms. We can provide all the puja items, as well as a Havan Kund and a Kirtan group. For more information about Lotus Funeral and Cremation Center or Kitchener Funeral Homes and Crematorium, please call me from the phone number on the screen. See you next week, and thank you for watching Rudraaya. Sitaram.
Life is beautiful, but death is inevitable. I realized this when my dad passed away. So much pain, and amidst all this, the worry of arranging a funeral. Thankfully, in all this, Kamal stood by me. From the viewing to the cremation, he arranged it all at one location. Once someone is gone, they don't come back. But Lotus Funeral Home knows how to give them a respectable farewell.
Lotus Funeral Home. Life must be celebrated.
जाऊं कहाँ बताए दिल दुनिया बड़ी है संग चांदनिया ये घर जलाने सूझे न कोई मंजिल जाऊं कहाँ बताए दिल दुनिया बड़ी है संग चांदनिया ये घर जलाने सूझे न कोई मंजिल जाऊं कहाँ बताए दिल जाने उस पार क्या हो किसी है कबर तो करे पार ही हर कदम पार नजर तो करे कार ही हर कदम पार नजर जाऊं कहाँ बताए दिल दुनिया बड़ी है संग दिल चांदनी आए घर जलाने सूझे न कोई मंजिल जाऊं कहाँ बताए दिल दुनिया बड़ी है संग चांदनी आए घर जलाने सूझे न कोई मंजिल जाऊं कहाँ बताए दिल बनके तू ते यहाँ आरज़ू के महल ये ज़मीन आसमान भी गए है बदल कहती है जिंदगी इस जहां से निकल कहती है जिंदगी इस जहां से निकल जाऊं कहाँ बताए दिल दुनिया बड़ी है संग दिल चांदनी आए घर जलाने सूझे न कोई मंजिल जाऊं कहाँ बताए दिल
My dear viewers, we've come to the end of another segment of Rudraaya. I hope you've enjoyed today's segment. And of course, we do remind you that on June 4th, we're having our event at the Pickering High School titled Kaise Bani, featuring Navin Yankaran and many, many other spectacular dances. And, you know, your favorite songs from the West Indies will be performed during the show. So please be sure, $10 a ticket, very affordable. Please be sure to reach out to us and secure your tickets. We also have, for those of you who are in the Scarborough area, M&A, Anil, is one of our distributors for our tickets as well. So if you pass by Anil, please be sure to ask him for a ticket, and he'll be sure to give it to you. That's Anil, M&A at Morningside and Shepherd. We'd like to thank our kind sponsors at Maharudradev Mandir, as well as our executive producer, Gary Khan, for making Rudraaya possible. Until we meet again next week, have a blessed week. Namaste. Maharudradev Mandir presents Kaise Bani at the Pickering High School, 180 Church Street North in Ajax. We're going to be featuring the famous Navin Yankaran, accompanied by the West Indian Fusion Dance Academy led by Selena Narayan Jalsa. Kaise Bani, you won't want to miss it. June 4th from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. There's going to be many other performances by the youths of Maharudradev Mandir, also including Rakesh Ramnarayan, Rihanna and Ryan Muhammad, and many others. So please come out. Tickets are only $10 and kids under 5 are free. So we hope to see you there to celebrate this occasion of bringing our community back together. Kaise Bani on June 4th at the Pickering High School.
शिव शंकर भोले भाले भोले भक्तों के रखवाले तुम गोला को प्रणाम तुम मेरा प्रणाम शिव शंकर भोले भाले भोले भक्तों के रखवाले तुम गोला को प्रणाम तुम मेरा प्रणाम तुमने ये संसार बनाया, सभी तुम्हारे माया छाया। तुमने ये संसार बनाया, सभी तुम्हारी माया छाया। सर्पों के माला वाले, कैलाश पर्वत वाले, तुमको लाखों प्रणाम, तुम मेरा प्रणाम। शिव शंकर भोले भाले भोले, भक्तों के रखवाले, तुमको लाखों प्रणाम, तुमको मेरा प्रणाम। जल तल में तुम, अंबर में तुम हो, नगर नगर घर घर में। तुम जल थल में तुम, अंबर में तुम हो, नगर नगर घर घर में। तुम हो लहर लहर स्वर स्वर में, कान्हा तुम हो जग भर में। डमरू को बजाने वाले, दुष्टों को मिटाने वाले, तुमको लाखों प्रणाम, तुमको मेरा प्रणाम। शिव शंकर भोले भाले भोले, भक्तों के रखवाले, तुमको लाखों प्रणाम, तुमको मेरा प्रणाम। हर 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 महादेव किनारा, नर नारी घर घर का प्यारा। हर 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 महादेव किनारा, नर नारी घर घर का प्यारा। दीप तुम्हारा तेल तुम्हारा, दीप तुम्हारा तेल तुम्हारा, दुनिया का सब खेल तुम्हारा। ये खेल खिलाने वाले, त्रिभुवन को बचाने वाले, तुमको लाखों प्रणाम, तुमको मेरा प्रणाम। शिव शंकर भोले भाले भोले, भक्तों के रखवाले, तुमको लाखों प्रणाम, तुमको मेरा प्रणाम, तुमको लाखों प्रणाम, तुमको मेरा प्रणाम।